We're starting this morning talking about something that I'm super passionate about, self-care. And our weather is getting colder and drier, so that means it's time to give our skin some extra TLC. And here with some tips and tricks on how to keep our skin hydrated is Tacoma esthetician and makeup artist Angie Tiara. So good to see you again.
Good to see you again, Kelly.
I love talking beauty products, and I
too.
feel like you always bring so many helpful tips
love it.
and products. So we're gonna dive right in. But before I guess we go into the first product, tell me about why right now with this weather, our skin is changing and we need to be thinking about what we're putting on our face.
Yeah, cold weather lacks humidity in the air. So instantly your skin gonna feel like it's drier, dehydrated. So you're gonna notice some flakiness and just dry patches on your skin. And you could kind of tell, right? Like, oh, my skin is just like needed something a little bit more.
Yeah, so there's different products then that we would focus on in these winter months compared to say like a summer.
Yes, warmer months, you might want to use something that is lighter in consistency, so lighter moisturizer. But like when we're talking about cold weather, we want to have something that is more substantial.
Okay, so let's talk about your first it's a moisturizer, right?
Yeah, so I have two types of moisturizer. This one is a gel moisturizer, something that we would use in the warmer months, so like the summer, the springtime.
Okay.
But this is the one that I feel like is a richer moisturizer, something that you want to use really in the colder months.
Okay.
And you can kind of see the difference.
Yeah, I want to see the difference
So
here.
like, let's have this on. So this one has more like a gel and water consistency.
So this is a little, it is lighter.
It's lighter, and even in color, it's a little bit more translucent.
Yeah, it is.
Right? And
that feels nice though on the
nice
skin.
And light, right?
Okay.
But in the winter month or the colder month, we definitely want something like richer. You could already see the consistency is thicker and richer.
Thicker. Okay.
And you could also feel
Are we
the
using
difference.
this in the morning, at night, like
this particular one? You could use it morning
heavier,
and night, and then you could feel it just like. It's hard to tell in the camera, but in
this
person,
is like, you can tell it's absorbing. I think my skin must be really dehydrated
and
dry.
thirsty. So as soon as you use something that is richer in consistency, your skin is going to be more plump. And that's one of the signs that, okay, my skin is moisturized.
Ooh, and both of these are for your face, right? This is
this is for face only.
Before makeup and everything.
Before makeup and everything,
on.
like you want to do this as soon as you're done washing your face.
Okay, and that would be the first. And then next up, you have a face oil. So where's the order in that?
Yeah, so if you feel like your moisturizer is still not substantial enough, you still feel dryness, you might want to top it off at the very end as an occlusive. So you want to grab a little bit, just like a drop or two, and you can kind of feel it smells yummy.
Ooh.
Right?
Ooh, it
and
does
then you
smell
just
good.
rub it first on your hands, and then you kind of just want to tap it all over.
Oh, so you're more like blotting, like a little tap.
Just tap, tap, tap.
Okay.
To really locks in that moisture inside your face.
Yeah. And this is when you don't want like a body oil. You want to make sure it's a facial oil. And why is that?
That is a good point, because not all oil is made for face. There's two types of oil. There's comedogenic and non-comedogenic. So comedogenic is something that you want to avoid, because it will clog your pores.
Oh, so you're gonna maybe get a breakout or something like that.
Acne. That's like one thing that is gonna clog your pores, right? So everything is gonna sit inside. So you want something that is non-comedogenic.
Boom. Okay. Moving right along, we have an overnight mask.
Overnight mask. This is a cool type of mask. So like after all this, the things that you've been doing at home, the moisturizer, the oil, this might be something that is additional thing that you kind of want to
if you're feeling like dry flakiness. Okay.
At night, maybe before you go to sleep, so I would do like 2 to 3 times a week before you go to sleep, and you just obviously cleanse your face first and do your skincare, and the very end you want to slather that on.
Okay.
And the convenient part about this is like literally say sleeping mask, so you could sleep with it.
So yeah, you actually aren't just like putting it on and then taking it right. You can sleep the full like 8 hours. Hopefully you're getting.
And then get your beauty sleep while your body is repairing itself.
Yeah.
And in the morning, your face is gonna feel like it's hydrated and plump.
Oh. It's doing all the work for you.
And then all these things too. We have
a humidifier.
So obviously this is something that you put in your room. So it depends on the size of the room. You might need something just like this, or you might need something bigger.
Okay, so if your room is big, you need a bigger humidifier.
Right. And this just brings that humidity and moisture back to the air. Because sometimes you sleep with the heater on.
Yeah.
And then you sleep for like, what, 8 hours or so. Your skin is already dehydrated while you're sleeping. You're not drinking water or something,
True.
right?
No.
So this
I need
is
to just drink more water in general.
Yeah, or just get up in the middle of the night, drink water. But if you can't do that and you have like you want to get good sleep, bring something like this, turn it on for the whole night. Then it brings that moisture back to your...
Incredible. And I loved this you were showing me
This
earlier.
one.
This is one on the go, right?
On the go. So if you don't, you feel like you're out and about and then you feel like your face is a little bit dry and you could just...
I am
this.
kind of obsessed with this.
Yeah, this one even you could put essential oil in it. But if you don't have these fancy things, I mean, easy. You could just buy
what is that? Like a rose water?
Yeah, a face mist. This is rose geranium.
Hit me with it.
Just like that. And then you feel instantly,
Ooh.
right? There is moisture back in your face and you feel hydrated.
Okay, I was even told that maybe during like putting on your makeup, you could put that on, spray it in between. Is that a trick?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because sometimes your makeup tends to get dry, and then especially if you already have a drier skin, right? So before maybe you move on to a powder, maybe, or after a powder, sometimes it makes your skin feel a little bit dry. Just like spray it on.
Gosh, I know. Yeah. See, we both look so hydrated.
Yes,
Look
hydrated and glowy.
We are glowy. Okay, and your final tip, obviously, is to not forget about your hands.
Yes.
And I do feel like a lot of us,
I am not someone who's like really good on taking care of my hand. I think it's because when you use like a regular hand cream like this, it just feels like greasy, which is what we want, right? But sometimes it's like inconvenient.
It is, and then you have all your jewelry on, and
this one has been my favorite. You could tell I use this. So you literally
this is like a balm. It looks like a lip
and you
balm.
just like literally glide it onto your skin.
Oh, I have to try.
Without having to, grease
That's
on the other side.
At all.
No. And then that's it, right?
Wow.
And then especially if you want to do like as a treatment at night, you could put that on. And then you could put a glove, something like this. So just like locks everything in.
Okay, and you can sleep with that
you could
too
sleep
for
with
the
that,
full
or like
8
maybe
hours.
or in the middle of the night you woke up and then you take it off. It's fine, but at least put it on for a while.
Yeah.
And then this is just a glove that if you're out and about and you have a cold weather, you do want to just kind of cover it up.
Yeah.
So then the wind doesn't really dry out your hands completely.
And we also always talk about too SPF and that being important even in the winter months.
Even in the winter and cold weather
that?
month, yeah, because the UV is still there. We don't see it, but the UVB as burning and aging is still there. So I think the best way is to just really use your sunscreen no matter what season it is.
Okay, every single day, use your SPF.
And reapply.
Okay, reapply.
Reapply.
And I was even thinking that could be good with the gloves, right?
Yep.
It could protect from the sun.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right.
Amazing. Thank you so much for being here.
It's so fun.
I so appreciate it.